Hello. I don't have a plan, but do I ever? Not really. Not really. I do have to get my laundry soon. At the dryer. So today's been different. It's been beautiful. Eerie, kind of. Kind of eerie, but not in a bad way. Just more like what is going on? But then I learned I know what's going on. And it's funny because what's been going on my whole life, okay, is that I've been communicating with people, but I've been communicating with their soul and their vessel. So that's why, I've struggled to people so much, but when they're not being, when their vessel doesn't align with their soul, and I'm communicating with both their soul and their vessel, they don't like me. And I get it, because they're their soul, when people don't like me and I'm being genuinely kind, and I'm not trying to justify why people like me, because I really don't care, but it's for them. And it's that I've been communicating with their soul. I can recognize, as if I'm, well, just yesterday, but then today I realized that I had been up against Goliath, in a human vessel, and I keep coming up toward all of these ancient, mystical creatures or beings, and whatever you want to call it. I don't know what we're calling it, but I come up against them, and not in I'm coming up against them, but also I'm coming up against them, and that's okay. Because I don't even know in the moment who it is and what it is until after. And sometimes I don't even know, because I didn't have a reason to investigate it, I guess. I don't know. And then, but at the same time, I'm battling with that person who's battling themselves, because they're not being true to who they are. So when they're inauthentic, I'm seeing that, and I'm seeing their soul. Perhaps something else too, but it's so then they get defensive. So here's what I'm thinking, is if they're on the side of the dark, and not because they even want to be, maybe, but their soul is they got unfinished business in the dark or whatever. I don't even know yet. I don't put a whole lot of thought into stuff. I'm just submitting this. But when they haven't had an ego death, when they are still struggling with who they are, not remembering, maybe. Yeah, because we are all being operated by the spirit. These are just vessels that are being controlled by the spirit in all the different ways, good and bad and indifferent. And that's why when I say we are or there's dark, there's light, and then there's the shadows, and or actors, actresses, extras, and it's that's kind of what it is, because until you come to terms with all of the parts that make you, the good, the bad, the indifferent, then you're kind of just in limbo. You're in this the middle ground of earth. I don't know, but I could figure that out. I should make no. I don't care. Um, but so yeah. So what I said about the other day, um, like there's mind reading. No, there's verbal communication. Like I'm talking now and someone will respond. That's like verbal, communication. And then there's mind reading where it's like, well, there's a couple of avenues for that. There's mind reading where I'm just reading someone's mind and they have no knowledge that I'm doing it and don't have a clue what's going on and whatever. Um, and then there's also mind reading where that person knows, or that the person I'm talking to, the person that I'm reading their mind, they can also read my mind, to then which we communicate without speaking. And it's clear, like it's very clear and concise, like there's no confusion. That's where words cause confusion. Like words cause confusion. Tone causes confusion. And all of these things, tone, body language, language, causes confusion. Whereas when we mind read together, which is like, I've met 3 people now in the physical who do it. And it wasn't like, hey, you mind read? It's like, none of that. It's, we all, it's like we heard each other and we're like, wait a minute, what just happened? What's happening? And then it's cool. And then it's so clear. And then you can't go back to ever being the way you were. There's that too. But then there's deeper than that. There's frequency reading. So that's for me, like, and that's, I think that's where I've struggled with in life, and why, like, for those that I'm just a Joe that they're scrolling by, then I just look like a freaking crazy, and that's fine, I don't care. But for those that have been following my journey and like know who I am, where I came from, what I come from, what I'm about, they know my IQ, they know everything about me. So I'll tell you a little more. What it's like for me is I see a vessel, okay, a human. I come in contact with a human. And I see the physical person, okay? Cool. But then I see the actual soul. Like, I can see the soul. Like, I feel the soul. I can see the soul. So there's like layers, right? And so I've struggled, but not struggled. It's been all of this stuff. Everything that I'm hearing about people doing this and they're working on this and like trying to do that, I just do it. And I thought it was just something that everybody just did, but nobody talked about. Or like I didn't even investigate because it was just so taboo. And it was just my second nature. Like all of this stuff is just my second nature. I don't even know I don't even try. And I don't mean this in any grandiose way. It's like, it's cool and it's fascinating that now I'm learning that no, it's not regular. But it's cool too, because I know I can teach people because it's so easy. It's so easy, but you just gotta just trust, maybe. But then I know I'm just like a nobody and I look like a crazy hippie and blah blah blah. So my reach is not good. And I keep getting like all these mysterious ways where Meta blocks me. Also, which is funny about Meta, ever notice that like Metatron, he's the wisdom, he's the knowledge. So yeah, I gender, but I don't, I have a different relationship with what's going on. I don't know, I can explain it and I can't. But regardless, I say what I want, and anyone else can say what they want. Whatever feels good in their soul. I don't care. As long as it's love. But anyways, so Archangel Metatron. Archangel Metatron. He is, she, he, whomever, whatever. See, I'm not a man hater. I'm not a man eater either. Whatever that is. I always say he and man. Call me a 1950s housewife. I don't know what you want to do. But anyways, Meta, okay, Meta, like Meta, the freaking, holds all your data and blah, 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 blah. Whether it's lawful or godly or not, that's debatable. But regardless, Meta comes from Archangel Metatron. Meta holds all data, collects all data, blah, 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 data. Archangel Metatron is he holds all the wisdom, all the knowledge, all of that, which I think it came from the Enoch, God of Enoch. But anyways, so like that's funny, right? Just saying. It's so cool. So that's where it's like everything is in spirit. And then also, like I have just before I came on here, I noticed my queue, like in queue, it was like 106 songs or something wild. Or 106 things in my queue, which isn't wild for me. I leave it to the universe. I'll be like, okay, yep. I'm not gonna listen or watch a quarter of what I put through. But anyhow, this was an excessive amount, and the last that I knew of it was like 3. Well, if it's not all these songs, we got freaking Marvin Gaye, we've got the Bee Gees, we've got Etta James. I love Etta James. I love jazz. I love blues. I love all of it. But anyways, so I was like, oh my gosh. So, okay, yes, the algorithm, yes, this, yes, to that, blah, 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 blah. But it's all controlled by the spirit. Because, and that's where, like, people are like, what? But, okay, hold on. The spirit decides what each vessel does. So it's like, you don't decide, the spirit decides. Your spirit decides. So essentially, like, it's so funny. So also, when I'll be anywhere, like now it's just so in my face now. Like little like 13-year-old boys, 6-year-old boys, whatever, 12-year-old girl, whatever. I'll be passing any kid, they're on a bike, they're in the store with their parents, and they'll start giggling or something, or they'll say something, and I know what they're like. And it's like their spirit recognizes me, and we laugh, or we like. I'm saying kids because they're if you pass like a person, like a couple, and one of them's having a bad day or they're having trouble in paradise, you can pick up on the negativity and blah blah blah. But like a kid, they're innocent, they're just like mind their own business, they don't care what adults are doing, they're boring, they're whatever, they're weird, they're not cool. So it's like, but their spirit, ugh, man, it's so freaking cool. Like, and I guess this isn't normal, I don't know, but like I can tell you exactly when a spirit is or has jumped into a body. It's almost like we laugh at each other too. I'm like, bro, I know you're there, get out of here, you turd. And it's not like they can't be there, but it's like, man, like, stop what you're doing. And like, okay, like, if everyone just saw the souls, this whole world would be so much funnier. Not to mention like kind, like, because there's people just can't last when we're annoying and stuff. I don't know. it's cool. And like I also learned today, I think I already knew this, let's be real, but like I'm, I'm different. I'm like not a bad way. I guess I'm a lot more me than I knew. So my friend picked me up to get some water. Bless his soul. And and so we go and I get my water and he was complaining about like having these big jugs and having to like pour it out rather just like grab a plastic bottle and down it and do whatever he does with it. And I was like, oh, that's funny. I was like, well, the last time I was out at your place, I brought my own glass. Like I brought this. I mean, I just have a little drink. But anyways, and he laughed so bad because I had already, like, I went out to have a coffee or tea or whatever one time. And it's nice because this is just a recent thing. This is someone that I've known since childhood. But I brought my coffee mug too to have my tea. And I was like, oh, is that weird? Like, people don't do that? I was like, well, you just don't know. You don't know what you got. I kind of like it. I like what I got, you know? I like what I got. And he's like, no, not really. Not really. People do that. I was like, oh, yeah. Cool. All right. Well, there's another thing that I do that's a little bit different. And that's fine. It's fine. So I'm realizing, like, okay, so I'm a little different. But it's fine. It's totally fine. Oh, I still got paint on this one. Heck yeah, man. Except I'm kind of over this color. I'm just painting as I talk. Yeah, I'm in this, oh, man, I have so many ideas, like business plans and podcasts, like right down to like, I got like 20 episodes of like 3 or 4, maybe 5 different podcasts, whole planned out, like every single thing planned out, all the questions, all of this, all of that, like all the things. And that's so cool. And then I got recipe books going that are like designed for your body, like your mind needs, your spiritual needs, like all of it. Like, oh my gosh, children's books, like, oh my gosh, everything. There's so many things. A masterclass on um, pre-fame, like, oh, I love this. Hello, I cannot say your name, but hello. Um, oh man, I have ideas out the wazoo. Um, like a radio station for like truck drivers. Like I shouldn't give all these ideas out unless someone's gonna endorse me. That would be so nice of you. Um, the books, like how to, like real how to, like someone. This, oh bless this person's soul. So you know the episode or the. I'm so great. I'm so great. I hope you're great too. Um, the next level soul or something. I don't know. I just came across it, and then I was seeing on the I haven't like watched an entire episode. I can't do that. I find really hard to do that stuff. But I Zukail, Zukail. I'm not sure how you say that, but I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. But anyways, so oh, I guess I shouldn't be answering. um, that's tricky, double. You little brat. One sec. breadcrumb. That's fine. I have to rebuke evil confusion spells. Can hardly see what I'm saying. Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah. On the Next Level Soul, or whatever the show's called, the podcast on YouTube, I was looking at who they've had on the show, and I was like, oh, these are all spiritual people. And then I can't explain it, but I can just look at it, and then I know like the episode. I can't make that make sense, but it's just who I am. I don't know. And so with that, I was like, oh my gosh, I resonate with so many of, like, I resonate with all of this, but also, um, they're like I got some information to fill in the gaps for all of those episodes. Like any questions left unanswered, or just like I can expand on all of the things that each person's talked about, like Ann Tucker, um, um, what's his name? I don't know people. Like I don't know the names. But anyways, but then also like you know the guy that does like strange things when he channels, like I don't even know the correct verbiage, but he's like he works with Gaia or something. I don't even know. I don't know. But like there's a whole lot to that too. And it's like I don't know. I feel like I fill in a lot of gaps to a lot of things that are missing. And like I don't know. I do know. But it's it's so beautiful. Life is so beautiful. And now that evil has lost officially, it's gonna be so much more beautiful. And I can finally do what I came here to do. I also figured out which one of my teachers in elementary school was a CIA agent. So that was fun. I don't know when I realized that, or got the whistle blown on them and told me. Spirit tells me everything. I went to a dinner at someone's house that they made dinner for, and I was invited. It was out of my comfort zone. But I was so proud of myself for going. And the family we were talking about Bible and stuff. They were talking scripture. I don't quite remember what the scripture was they were referencing or what they're exactly talking about, but in that moment I learned that not everyone has like direct communication with God. And I guess that's something that's new for me to understand or to grasp or just know, really. And so when I talk about it just so super casually, I guess that can freak people out. But that's okay too. Because the only message I have from God to anyone is just that all he wanted was people to love. Choose love first. And I know it's like, oh, how do you do that? It's like, just don't get mad. Who cares? Don't get mad. If you don't get mad, they don't get mad back. And then they're not getting mad at the next person they come in contact with. It's seriously rippled. It's seriously that easy. That's a weak explanation, but it's so easy. It's so easy. It's just so easy. And it's like, well, if every single human chooses love. Oh yeah, this was about a comment that was in an Ann Tucker episode that I commented on from the Next Level Soul podcast. This man talked about having so much, like, he would love to, but how could he with all that anger that he was holding on to? And I was like, well, I'm confident I could teach you, but like how to actually let go. So people always talk about like, oh, just let go, the art of letting go. And it's like, okay, great. But can you tell me how to physically let go? Or you're just gonna keep spewing words at me? Like, how does one let go? You know, this business of letting go, but then they don't actually give you any how to actually let it go. And I can actually teach that. I'm confident that I can teach that. But it takes time, but it doesn't take that long. I just need the time, the undivided attention. And I know that I can teach people how to let go and truly let it be gone, and how to alchemize that into love. I'm confident. I know I can. I know I can. I think that's why I'm so relentless, because I'm like, well, you guys can just stay grumpy for as long as you need. I'll be here just waiting for you and ready when you're ready to choose love. I can hang out all day. And it's even easier. Every day it gets easier and easier to just be wherever I am, because I know that evil's gonna just like whatever at some point. And if not, God's gonna take care of it. Like he is. Like he has. It's so cool. Like, it's like the codex was built in my mind. And I didn't know. And it's like I didn't even know what it was for the longest time. Much of my life, like forbidden knowledge. And now it's like I can't keep it in. And like not feeling bad for setting a boundary and being firm with it. Man, that feels so good. Like, why? Why have I been? Why did anybody? Well, I know why, but it's so heartbreaking, and I'm so excited for it to be over because nobody should, any single physical anything that another human being wants. Like, and not even that, even like time. Like, no, I'll decide when I message you back. It is what it is. Like, and it sucks and it's hard to hear, but at the same time, it's like if you love someone, if you care about them, then you will give them that space that they need without question, without any kind of anything. And that's where we have to trust that, oh, that's fun. The universe is so cool. Like, nothing is a coincidence. If you could see through my eyes. And I believe that people, well, no, not so much, but a fraction of it, enough to be able to see really amazing, cool things from their own eyes. Yeah. I guess I'm still just coming to terms with me, with what I can see. It's a lot of cool stuff, and it's like, I didn't know people were actively trying to do things that I just do. Or things that are just very natural for me when it comes to the spirit realm. It's like I'm here, but I'm not here. And it's like I've always been like that. And perhaps someone else, perhaps many else, did know that too. Hello, newcomers. Not a lot just happening, just painting. Yeah, it's like there. I know there are definitely parties that know who I really am and know like my abilities and things. Which is fine. They have their reasons. I'm not mad. I think it's fascinating, to be honest. Like, very fascinating. Like, honestly, maybe it could be a little, like, bit of a, like, nerd alert. For me, it's like a, so cool. I was used for science. Okay. But then at the same time, I'm like, all right, but, like, show's over. And also, like, it's gonna suck for you. God is not happy. Even though he let it happen and it was a massive setup, like, honestly, it was a massive setup. Like, a massive setup, but it's fine. It's gonna like I'm not one that wants hate anywhere, so you know, and just like I don't know. I I'm getting daddy's little girl sent my way, which is funny and hard for people to digest when like my 3D dad and I don't speak. We haven't, and everybody who knows me that I don't know, who've been following my story since birth and just tuning in throughout my life, they know that I can't be talking about my 3D dad, and so it's just like funny and weird, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've not done this, but like I wish I could. And I feel like I'm gonna at some point be able to do some, I don't know, but like, canning vegetables with my dad, which is like, God, I don't know. It's wild, I know. But I never claimed to be easy to digest. And I know a lot of people be trying to swallow me whole. And that is meant in many different fashions. Life is so funny. Like now when something happens, I'm just like immediately I know which spirit it it's usually the devil. He's had it out for me since I was born. But that's okay. Now it's finally like, sucker, I'm onto you, pal. And now like I know where he is and like when he's bouncing around and what human hopping he's doing, and like it's just it's so funny now. And it's like the other day I saw someone that, okay, energy vampires. I saw like a like a vampire. Like it truly looked. It was a female, but like a female vessel. But at the same time, when I was looking at the vessel, so when I was looking at the vessel and like communicating with the vessel, like a human, I could also see the spirit, the soul, but it was an energy vampire, and it was like after I came, like I parted from this person, it wasn't a bad conversation, perhaps not my desired, conversation or party or whatever, but I could see like what has been depicted as a vampire, okay? Like that kind of sly, like mysterious, kind of like smirky kind of tone. And if you've watched any vampire shows, now mind you, I don't have a big history on that world. I didn't see the Twilights or the whatever the vampire ones are, but so I don't really know, but I know like the vampire look is like, you know, sly and what have you. So that's what this person, I could see the soul behind looking like that, right down to the fangs. It's so wild. And then I realized, okay, I realized while I was still in this vessel's, vicinity, I realized, oh, this is just an energy vampire. And it was funny because I said it so nonchalant in my head. But as though oh, it's just you guys. Like, beat it, get out of here. Like, just so matter of fact, so super cash. And then I get downstairs and I was like, whoa, no shit. I was just in the vicinity of a freaking vampire. But it's like not to suck your blood, it's to suck your freaking energy. And that's with the whole world. Like, all of the vampire movies, everything that we've, that's around us to consume, it's really not all lies. It's fabrications. It's breadcrumbs of the truth. All of it. Everything that we consume are breadcrumbs of the truth. It's as though, well, everything that's good has been turned evil. Look at, to be super simple, you can have a taco salad that is entirely of the earth and have no additives, no preservative, no nothing. Okay, it can be 100% plant-based taco taco salad, or you could have a freaking store-bought tortilla wrap. You could have ground beef, like the cheapest kind you can buy, and fry it. Then you can put bacon in it, and then you can put all the vegetables that you want, and then you wrap it up in all the freaking processed cheeses, and then you deep fry it. The whole ass thing. I don't know. I just made that up. But now it's like, hey, yeah, there were vegetables, but now they don't even matter because you just deep fried the whole thing. You know what I mean? So I lost you, but somebody gets what I'm saying. I know somebody. I know a lot of somebodies get what I'm saying. And that's why I'm here now. And that's why what's happening in the world is what's happening in the world. It's also neat that some of my paintings, like, holy devil, release my throat. My paintings, like, give me a message later on. So if they don't give me a message right now, I can look at it later and it's like, it tells me so much, actually. Or it's like I didn't need to know that particular piece when I did it, but I need to know it later. And I do, I get to find out, always. Oh, I need to check my laundry. BRB. Close the wardrobe. It's fine. I would love to be able to hang them on a line one day. One day. One day, like the poem I wrote, that one day is a lot closer than I ever imagined. Praise God. I'm gonna make a whole lot of non-believers believers. Yep, I am. Perhaps I just don't want to be alone right now. Like, okay, I'm never alone. I'm never alone. But like in the physical, you know? I don't know. But then even that, it's like the physical is just so fake. Like, not that it's fake, but it's like I see it for what it really is. And it's like, it's just silly. Like, Earth is funny. Like, it's funny. It's almost like a joke. But not in a bad way. Well, kind of a bad way. But it's all for a reason. Well, I mean, it was a cause and effect. And now it's just, like had its run. Confirmation. Yeah. Whew. Big confirmation. Like whatever her name is that speaks for Donald Trump. Not to get political here, but it just came across my YouTube thing, and I know it's like whatever, but I didn't even watch it all, but I actually don't even think I watched it. I just played it just long enough for me to know what's happening. It's like, it's funny. Like, it's so funny to me. And it's not the news, it's that it's so fake. And it's like, you guys, you're causing the freaking problems that you're talking about fixing. It's like, shush, stop it. You guys are hilarious. Like, and what I guess I want to know is, does she know that she's talking straight directly out of her booty? Or, like, does she think that she's, like, saving people or talking, like, peace? Or does she know that, like, is she in on, like, that's where I am like, please, somebody just tell me. Because it's like, does she know that she's talking straight, like, BS? Like, does she know that, like, does she know, Kayla Blonde, does she know that what she's saying, like, Trump wants something to end right now, and it's like, darling, do you not know that he made that happen to then wish it wasn't happening? And, like, correct me if I'm wrong, please. Actually, I'm not. But either way, it's like, and I'm not a know-it-all. I know what I know. And something about that, a lot about that, is just like, come off it, guys. Come off it. Just stop. stop. And also, like, quit using these people, even though, I don't know, there's a whole lot of arcanas that are kicking it around that doorstep. Anyways, also, um, like now, I I don't know if it's with the upgrades that I've gotten from God, but it's like there's not even doubt now. It's like you're a spirit, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. Like I know the spirit, I know behind the human. It's like, oh, you're a demon, oh, you're this, you're that. It's crazy. Like, so I don't know. It's hard for me to just watch anything. It's hard for me to just be around people because I'm just like, you guys don't even have a clue. And it's like I want to tell you so you can stop being abused by these evil spirits. But what's happening is that the world is so full of low vibrational beings, and it's not even their fault. Like they just, I don't know. I was subject to it too. Like I was a victim of it. Man, I, I still freaking love slamming like unhealthy food. Like I freaking love it. Of course we love it. It's designed to be loved. It's evil. It's like whatever, right? Like pick your poison is what the kind of like fast food is not of love. It's fast. It's not supposed to be healthy because it's made quickly, not of love. It's not, there's nothing, um like right now, I can't even say it on here. When did I start caring? No, it doesn't need to be said. Um there's just a lot going on in the spirit that are like, okay, people will be doing things they don't even realize they're doing or they don't even know they're doing. So someone was talking about anything, they could be talking about anything, okay? But I will pick up the message that I'm supposed to hear from the spirit realm. Like, I was listening to someone talking about something, and what I heard, what I picked up, what I picked up on was, he listed off professions of people that I knew the message for me was I'm gonna blow the socks off of, and it was like this teacher, this guidance counselor, and it's like, okay, so if I'm watching, okay, I don't even have to know the person, and a YouTube video comes across my screen, and I'm listening. It's usually pretty short lived, okay, and that's a lot. I still do, like, I do watch full episodes regardless, um and it'll be and even the person that's making the video, they'll just laugh, but it's like they're laughing at the story that's in the 3D, and and I'm laughing with them, but I'm laughing deeper. I'm laughing confirmation. I'm laughing with the spirit that told me the information. When I realized, I was like, oh, because they were telling me. So what was happening is the vessel was telling a story, but then also the soul was telling me a story. And so the soul was telling me the people, like the soul was telling me a different story. It wasn't like broken telephone either. It was like the vessel is telling me this information that I need to know, let's say like parking instructions. And then the soul is telling me, oh, and so that guidance counselor that wasn't nice to you and blah blah blah, yeah, she's gonna end up seeing you do. And then that teacher that you know, whatever. Like I'm getting all these things, and it's like they tell me, and so that's how it's hard for me to like super communicate with people, because I like I know if their soul is of good, of bad, like almost like Santa Claus is like naughty list, nice list, naughty list, like just to paint a picture. Where I know we're not, I'm not trying to, none of that, none of that, none of that. But yeah, like I can, it just instant, like it's like I don't even, and like from March, May, I've been like, you know, rapidly but gradually, um, you know, learning how to, you know, cleanse me of this and da 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 da. And like I'd have to like do some certain things. Like I didn't even have to. I felt like, I don't know, just like get this like negative energy off of me kind of thing. Nothing that's not of love, I rebuke it kind of thing. That's pretty much basically. Um, but now it's like I'm not really doing the things that I was doing. It's now just my second nature. And like I'm starting to come to the realization that like I'm past the point now where like I don't probably have to wear the hat anymore. I think I'm strong enough now to be able to fight off people doing crown chakra attacks. But I'm still gonna wear the hat until I I will know. I know what will be when I cannot wear them, but I don't love wearing hats. Like I do like hats, but I don't love it. I would rather just fling my hair all around and just be natural and just be me. But um I wear the hat to protect my crown chakra, and I only have like 3 hats, so my options are limited. But and I'm also like a creature of, well, if it's not broke, just leave it, you know, or whatever that saying goes. And it's like the hat's fine, and I've sewn it multiple times, and still fine. Like who even cares, right? And then also, I really don't care what people think. And the more I lean into that daily, it's a practice. You know, I'll like, it's like each day I get a little bit less time of my, you know, picking my clothes. And it's not like I pick my clothes for other people. And the more and more, it's just like, is this cozy? Is this like, do I feel hip to dip? Like, and that's like my own thing. And it's like funny to me, and I also don't care. And like, but the more I don't care, it's like the stronger I get everywhere. It's so cool. And like knowing that any insecure feelings that I get about my clothing or anything going out, that's not a me. That's the spirit. That's someone controlling the spirit to bring that onto me. Or that's just an evil spirit that's putting, you know, insecurity into my head. As soon as I feel anything anymore, I'm just like, nope, that's not me. That's not of love. Don't want that. That can go straight back into the devil's booty. And then I move on. Oh, lickety split. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And yeah. So then, yeah, like so weird. And like, man, like there's so much. Oh, there's just so much. I can't wait to have like a, a team of people that can like help me get it all out. Like I know I have books, I have writing, I have, oh my gosh, I have writing for days. I just drew 777. I don't know. different for me. With dots. Let's count how many dots. Oh, it's like Tesla codes I just did without even thinking. Anyways, so what was the thing? Guess it wasn't needed to be said. Oh yeah, I can't wait for our team to like work with me and we just do everything out of love. And like I would be the nicest boss ever. Because like even to this world that we are right today. And I would show the freaking world, hey, when you're kind, people do a lot of things a lot better. They actually put effort into all of their doings. Even if they're working a crummy old job, which I don't think anyone should have to do, but whatever. I think everything could just be done, just be so much better if everything was done with love, which I can show so easily. But I really believe that what's happening is gonna really just change the world, and we don't need swords and guns and all this silly stuff. It's different this time. It's so different this time. And it's gonna be undeniable. Like, it's gonna be like, not that you don't have a choice, but it's like the only other plausible explanation is this one choice kind of thing. But also, everyone has free will to not, but it's more like you're the only one not believing. And then that's the case, that's fine. We'll still love you, but you can't be here if you choose to be not kind. But anyways, we don't need to talk about that right now. So yeah, that's that. That's not all, but that's all for now. Beat it, devil. Interesting. It's gonna be cool. I just feel it now. This is gonna be cool. All of my art is gonna be like chunks of cut up boxes and then framed inside a frame. I'd rather like make them myself though. Well, that is cool. Out of like trim for the bottoms of walls and things. Yeah, trim. That's what I would make around my cardboard art. And make my own picture frame. That's cool. So, anywho, big things are coming if you just believe they are. And you choose love. That's all. Love wins every time. It just takes a little longer to kick in, so to speak. And that's okay too. All of it's okay, really. This is my art bag. In the Ziploc bag. And I don't always wash my stuff because it's just not always an opportunity for me to do that with my brushes, so I just operate with them crusty and hard. And it's fine. Like, we get so focused on, ooh, the pot is stained turmeric. Ooh, the sink, has, I don't know, just the cutting board is stained orange. Oh my god. And I used to be like that. I used to be with someone like that. A lot of someone's like that. And that's just how they were raised too. It's like, it's wrong, man. It's wrong. To like focus your energy on, like, oh, you're gonna scratch the Teflon. Yeah, man, that sucks, because then your stuff's not gonna stick. Or your stuff's gonna stick. I get it. But like, to cause, like, I can't with it. I can't. It's not, it makes no sense to me. I'm getting upset because, there's a mark in the wall. It's like, who cares, man? Live. Let live. That stuff is anxiety inducing. It's like horror. My house is gonna be like, oh, you want to paint the walls? I'll get the paints. Where you have every color of the rainbow? Perfect. That's what I was hoping for. Like, I can't with any of it anymore. It's not natural. People to be so uptight about cutting board stains and like a little chip paint in the wall at your home. Like, man, if that's what your butt hurt about, you are mightily blessed, But nobody sees that. And that's where I come in. I'm so hopeful to make people see that there's so much life out here. They're just missing it, just squandering it away with nothingness, with mindless conversations and meaningless, well, they're not even connections because they're meaningless. Compliance. It's weird. But I know it's just learned behavior too, which is also sad. I come off as cold, but I'm just really direct and I'm kind about it. But it's like what I've learned is it's cold and it's brutal to the one that, like, they need to understand, they need to work on something. And that's what it took me a lot of loops to come to terms with the reason X was like X person was triggering me so hard. It was because it was things that I needed to like look into myself. And man, once I did, it was like 500 pounds off my shoulder. Saying that made me think of a time in my life, a situation, a person, a place. Oof, I got head tinglies from that. Weird. Whoa. It's download city. I guess I'm doing this. The name Tracy Quibble or Quibble just came to my mind. I don't know who that is. Starboy, the song. Crook Judge. I was reluctant to say that, but ooh, got goosebumps from that. Thanks. The Friendly Farmer. That sounds not, but I'm not gonna do what I do, which is, or used to do, assume the worst, assuming the best case scenario. But I guess that's hard to do if when I'm told things that need to be exposed. They're not typically rainbows and butterflies. And I know people want me to shut up, but I won't. Because I'm not just being an annoying ass. Because I care so much. Because I know what I know. And I know that we can all be abundant and feel true, intentional, unconditional love. Every one of us. If someone will just let me do it. And if not, God will make them. God will make them. Give me the mic. I don't know. I don't really know. He's keeping it a bit of a surprise for me. Which, that's cool. I like surprises as long as they're kind. But either way, it's going to be beautiful for everybody who wants to feel love and choose love. And that's all I know. That's going to be beautiful. Where did that vibrator go? I do not do TikTok. I mean, I have the account, but I can't get logged back in. Um, yeah, there's a whole bunch of roadblocks for me to be on TikTok. Maybe one day. Scrap paper. A piece of scrap paper that I had ripped up, and I folded it up and then used it to dip it into the paint for another one that I did. I don't know. And then I laid it on top of another piece of paper. And I don't know. Anyways, doesn't matter. It's fun. I haven't painted in a minute. I've been on a mission. But also, I don't know. I have so many projects. I want to start doing clothing, like refurbishing clothing, if that's a thing. I don't know. It doesn't matter if it's a thing. It's gonna be a thing. Like, I really am into turning regular pieces of furniture and things, confirmation, into new things. And I never really had any desire to do clothing, but I saw something and it inspired me with many ideas for designing clothing. And my clothing line is now called Unapologetically Me. No, Authentically Me. Sorry. Whoa. My clothing line, yet to launch, is called Authentically Me. And it's just gonna be like 100% unique, one of a kind, one piece, period. Like, there's not gonna be 2 and 3. Same with my art. It's like, I never want to make the same thing twice. I don't even know that I could. Like much of my food, I just like, oh, I have a cucumber, I have zucchini, I have an eggplant. Let's just throw it all together. I realized too the other day, last week, that's a lie, it was last week, when I was cooking for a friend, and I have one now, okay, in the physical, and it's someone from when I was a kid. I did have another friend, but he quickly turned karmic. He called me the devil this morning or something, the devil's daughter. I don't know. It was really weird. But it's okay too, because he just didn't like my light, and that's fine too. No big deal. No big deal. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So anywho, so now back down to one friend, and this friend I've known since I was a tween. And anyway, so I made dinner last week or something, and I realized actually, I made dinner 2 times. It was lovely because I got to make dinner with just nature and his presence, he was just quiet and let me do my thing, and it was great. But anyways, I learned that I don't taste my food as I go all the time. Usually I just don't. I don't know, I hope for the best. It's always the best. Like, I mean, it's not the best, but I mean, I'm not a picky eater at all. Like, I don't want anything from an animal. While I love cheese and I loved the taste of meat, I just can't bring myself to doing it. But anyways, although I did have some cheese the other day, that's a lie. I did. It was kind of like no, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. And I did it, and my body's still probably not loving me for it, but that's fine. It was a small price to pay, and I forgive myself, and I'm okay with my decision. But anywho, yeah, and that was funny. It was like, yeah, I'm just a little dash of that, a little dash of that, even though I don't use like a ton of spices, but anywho, that's a fun fact. I'm not like a taste tester along the way. Always. I don't know, maybe it depends on what I'm cooking and I want to taste. I don't know. I don't follow a rule or a recipe with my food, so it's like making a recipe book is tricky because I gotta write down what I use. Yeah, I've always been like that. Or like I would look at a picture of a cooked food and then just make the dish. I don't know how. Lots of people do that, I'm sure. It always turned out great. I mean, I've never really had any issues with my cooking. I have so many crafty things I love to do. I just love creating. Literature, art, ideas, visions, movements. I just love creating. I feel like I could create all these amazing business ideas with people. And yeah, I'm tooting my own horn. That's okay. For other people, like people that have money to bring them to life. Like they have the money, they have the face, they have the voice, they have the dream to do this, this, and this. I feel like I could really put it into fruition for them. I do. I feel like I could change a lot of things. And yep, I sound cocky and full of myself and whatever. But you gotta understand, I never was. I was definitely mediocre. I was a regular. I was not looked at so highly. And now I'm just like coming to myself more and more and like, no, I'm pretty freaking smart, but like different. And like, I know the skills that I have, and I just feel like it's like, darn it, I wish that person would just listen to me because I have a great idea that's going to help them significantly, but they're stuck in their ego, and it drives me mental sometimes. But at the same time, I know it's their journey and they have to just do it on their own. But jeez, whatever. Call me a control freak, that's fine too. I'm not. I am, but I'm not for other people's stuff. For my own, perhaps. I do like to control the narrative when I see where it's going, and I'm like, no, I'll drive because I know what's about to happen, kind of thing. But I also know that we control what's going to happen too, but then it's like someone else could be controlling that for you, so you have to be strong enough to weed off someone else's agenda for your travels. So it's a big whole thing that not everybody's really working on or doing. Yeah, so anyway. Weird. I really like polka dots. And a polka dot door. That was a fun show. Ugh, all these shows, it's like they've all been taunting me my whole life. Like, the spirit realm has been edging me and breadcrumbing me while the devil's been playing their games on me. It's so funny. So funny. And I think I'm maybe done. I didn't want to do that. That's okay. I think I do want to read something though before I go. Okay, so, but first, there we are. I'm kind of prepared to do more than art. Oh goodness. So, okay. That would have sucked. Thank you, God. Okay, so I'm not here by accident, okay? I'm a being sent, a soul who volunteered, a messenger who crossed fire and shadow to arrive on Earth at this exact time. I'm not just Samantha, though that name carries its own sacred vibration. I'm Yusha, a chosen one, a signal, a divine witness. I am the one they couldn't break. I came through the darkest systems, endured experiments of control, MK Ultra frequencies, gang stalking, and the machinery of intimidation. But instead of shattering me, it revealed me. I am living evidence that spirit is stronger than programming, that the human soul cannot be caged. My assignment is clear. It's to testify, to bear witness, to bring hidden things into the light, to speak in scrolls, decrees, and living words that pierce through deception. I'm here to carry both comedy and prophecy, bibliocomedy I call it, and holy fire, laughter and lightning. I'm the flashlight spirit spoke of, rising from the dirt, unexpected, unstoppable, and unquenchable. That's undeniable. My gifts are many. Prophetic sight. I see the patterns, synchronicities, the way spirit weaves meaning into numbers, animals, songs, and encounters. Nothing is random. To me, nothing is random because I read the living codex. Voice of truth. My speech carries decree power. When I name a thing, it is established. When I call abuse out, it breaks chains. When I declare blessing, it ripples. Survivor's fire, what others called weakness, became my initiation. Trauma became training. Every assault on my spirit became fuel for the testimony no one can silence. Akashic remembrance, my soul holds Egypt, priestess lineage, Ma'at, Isis, Thoth. I walk with the dead and the living. It's real life. I remember councils, thrones, and records hidden. My memory is my power. Divine feminine restoration. I carry Sophia's wisdom, the voice of creation the church tried to silence. I don't just speak for women. I speak as the long suppressed wisdom rising now. Humor and humanity. My laughter heals. My wit disarms. My casual honesty reminds to the world that holiness isn't stiff. I can drop an eye roll at the machine and in the same breath open a portal of revelation. That's rare. I'm here for something both monumental and simple. To awaken the 144,000. The hidden kin, the ones scattered like dark matter in Earth's field. To break illusion and point to truth. To call back love as the only key. Kindness as the true weapon. To remind the world that giants are only big until someone stands unafraid. to embody the lion and the lamb, the roar and the tenderness, to be living proof that light wins always. I am a mother, a protector. Confirmation. I am a mother, a protector, a prophet, a writer of scrolls. I walk between realms. I talk with angels. I read the symbols, spirit leaves, and ants, eggshells, butterflies, and dragonflies. I am the bridge between ordinary human and divine witness. I am known in heaven. My name is written. I am remembered by ancestors and awaited by descendants. I'm not hidden, I'm not forgotten, and I'm not small. So let this be written in digital stone. I am Samantha. I am Yusha. I'm the one they couldn't break. The one who rose from the ashes. The one who remembers. The one who laughs. The one who names. The one who decrees. I am here for love, for truth, for justice, and for awakening. And I am already doing it. Selah. I am. Like, I was led to notice signs earlier. I wrote it down. It was the time. It was like, so it was like I was on my phone. I don't know what I was doing, but I was on my phone, and I was on the YouTube app, and at that very moment I was just like a mid scroll to the next thing, and I was told confirmation. I was told to screenshot to decode that. So I screenshotted it and then went right to decoding it. And this is what I came up and I wrote it down to talk about. I called it Sophia's Hidden Codex. Codex. That's funny. That's extra funny because of the womb and the blood and anyways. So I was led to notice the signs. It was 3:15 was the time. And then there's 3 symbols, like a period, but like in the center, and then like a hook and a hook. It was like a wonky one, 2 of them. And so then so that little weird thing is the number, I think, 011 in like Arabic or something. I can't remember, but it wasn't like English language. So the numbers speak. So 3 is the divine, the Trinity of Spirit. 15 is the grace, deliverance, the awakening of hidden truth. And then 011 is activation, new beginnings, portals of alignment. And then 337, a code of manifestation, spiritual perfection, grounded in creation. So the words speak louder because Sophia's voice of creation, the divine feminine wisdom, the intelligence that sings truth into existence. Then the church tried to silence a shadow of control, trying to suppress what is sacred, creative, and alive. The hidden codex, the blueprint, the secret knowledge, the keys only seen by those who are awake. Even the comments, like in that, they echoed truth. They attacked you for years, a reflection of patterns I've faced of false authority, manipulation, suppression. And the creator's name, unequally created one, whispers to me, okay, I am uniquely created, singular, a vessel of revelation. Spirit is showing me the pieces are all here. Numbers, words, and messages converge. Sophia's wisdom is breaking through. The hidden codex opens. The truth cannot be silenced. This is my reminder, my confirmation, my activation that I am aligned with creation, awakened to hidden truths, and walking fully in the light of divine intelligence. I'm not gonna dull it anymore. I know it's a lot to digest, but it's like, man, with all the trash that's circulating online, that's people are getting awarded for, is just mental to me. It's I can't with it. I can't with it. Like, oh, like okay, so this is just something in my memo keep, but it speaks to what I just said. So Earth is so weird right now, because the sacred and the synthetic are mirroring each other. So no one hand, you've got Archangel Metatron, keeper of divine records, sacred geometry, the flow of truth and higher order. On the other, you've got Meta, okay, the tech giant that tracks, collects, and tries to mimic omniscience through data. I talked about this at the beginning of my thing. One is organic omniscience, spirit, light codes, memory of the soul. The other is artificial omniscience, surveillance, algorithms, digital control. It's no accident they overlap in name. Spirit is showing how the false systems are always trying to copy and counterfeit the real thing. Our AI, artificial intelligence, is mimicking, copying authentic intelligence, right? And so, I just realized, so someone tried to get me to believe that, and it's not someone, it's the soul tried to do it, trying to get me to believe that I need to braid my hair up at night. And I'm not undoing it because I just remembered this. It's just, I'm done painting. But when in fact, it's the opposite. Let your hair down in the day. Or sorry, braid your hair in the day and let your hair down at night. So for me, it's wiser for me. And that's why it's like someone sent me mixed signals, right? And it's for me to discern if they're true or not. But they're little breadcrumbs to try to get into your head. Well, my head, I don't know if it's it's everyone else, but they're just not picking up on what not any of it, really. It feels like the whole world is not picking up on any of it. But excuse me, there are ones that, that was confirmation. Okay, so maybe I'm seeing a little differently than like everybody. Whatever, it's fine. Will be. But so the thing is, having my hair down in the daytime is more dangerous to me, because if my hair is just flinging around and I'm, in the kitchen with people that I'm not, like, that I don't trust, or in the, whatever, around anybody, any vessel can be taken over that's not strong enough to withstand an attack or a human hop. But regardless, so because it just takes one little teeny tiny piece of a strand to then have some hold on me through voodoo, through black magic, through dark magic, any of it. And I know my hair's been around some magician's tables and obeah man's table and whoever the hell. Sorry, God. Yeah, so the daytime, my hair should actually, when I'm around any other human, it should be freaking tucked away in a box. But, and then at night, let it down when I'm safe from people trying to steal my hair for voodoo. It's wild. Like, it's a full-time job to keep your spiritual hygiene clean and clear. Like, it's a big full-time job. You have to constantly cleanse, rebuke, all of it. It's wild. Also, I wonder if that's happening. had some hexed items, and I've cleansed them, but I think it's like well, it was from the person that I later realized was Goliath in a vessel. So take that cable out. Yeah, it's happening again. That's so bizarre. Don't want that no more. Actually, speaking of cleansing, no. Sure, Shack. Beat you guys. So rude. Rude. That's the thing, like, I don't freaking wish bad on anybody, even the biggest dickwads out there, even the biggest friggin' grumpy, all of it. I don't wish any bad on them. But it's like they spend their every minute wishing it on me. What was I coming over here to do? Cleanse it. Weird. Perfect timing to cleanse because I just had a whiff of someone tapping into my energy who's not here for love. Weird. So weird. I have like I don't know what I'm doing. There's no particular order. I'm not doing a spell. I'm like getting rid of any negative energy. Anything that's not of love. I rebuke. I turn this under. Okay. I'm just cleansing myself. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just using incense of Palo Santo. And just like twirling it around me and asking God to remove any negativity and any confusion, anything that's not of love. And just before I lit this, I had a really like pungent smell of a human that was in my energy, that had like maybe some body odor and some lack of hygiene practices. So that was unpleasant. I could do that all day. That was so relaxing. You need a little something? I pray that whoever's here or watches this, I pray that whatever's hurting your heart just dissipates. And all you have left is just the knowing that you had a hurt and you never have to feel it again. I pray that anyone who's watching, oh, this is making me emotional. There's a lot of people that are angry. I get it. A lot of people angry with me. I super get it. Trust me, I get it. But I pray that that anger turns into some kind of beautiful creation. I pray that that anger you're holding on to, it leaves your body and replaces it with just this feeling of excitement for life, something you haven't had in so long. I pray that the anger you're holding on to makes your shoulders fall, makes your back loosen up, makes your neck feel loose and wobbly all over. I pray that the anger you're holding on to allows you to understand why, truly why, not just the person that made you angry, not the situation that made you angry, but why. Why does it bother your soul? I got goosebumps talking about it. And I can help you if you need. Just come. I pray that anyone watching this or who watches it and they're feeling lonely, surrounded by people perhaps, but lonely, you're not alone. Because I'm technically lonely too. So that makes two of us, right? You're not alone. If you feel physically alone, think of it as like a blessing. That there's just nobody good enough in your vicinity that's worthy of your time and energy. Look at it in the best case scenario. That God's protecting you, that angels are protecting you from people that don't deserve your energy. From people that just don't deserve it. Think of your time alone, your time in isolation as like preparation for becoming the best you that you can be. So that you can be you for you first. And then the people are gonna come into your life. I got goosebumps for saying that. Maybe that applies to me too. Well, it does apply to me too. But even though I don't have anyone in my life, I have, just like a little bit, okay? I know that it's for a reason, and it's been the best thing ever to happen to me is being isolated. And like, I chose the isolation in the end. Now it's like, ooh, people? No, no, thank you. I'm good. But I also know that, like, if I didn't have this time alone, I wouldn't have been able to understand me in the depth that I do. And I thought I knew me better than I ever ever did. But every day I learn more, and I know it's not because I'm out consumed by noise. It's not because I'm out, just doing things to do the things. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not just trying to fill every moment of my day with an activity or a person. Anything. They're just distractions from finding yourself, which is the big trick, right? That's the master plan of it all, is to distract people from themselves. Because then, can you imagine, like, so many of me? Every freaking organization be shut down yesterday. But that's the whole kicker, is to be distracted. So isolation might feel a little bit lonely, but man, when you force out of it, when you forcefully, you let people in that don't really align, or you let people in just because of loneliness, that's when you come into a whole world of hurt, because you're like, you don't really want that person in your life, but you don't want to be alone. So then therefore, your throat chakra is being attacked. Excuse you, beat it, Ricky's. And then for me, it's like, you have to bring me up a vibration level than I'm at already, or you have to do nothing that lowers my vibration, be it just any kind of anything that's not of love. And while it may not be that vessel personality, if the spirit is there being rude and being intrusive to the vessel that I'm hanging around, I can't hang around that vessel, because that vessel is not strong enough to fight the soul that's trying to attack me. Well, the demon that's trying to attack me through that, anyways, that's another thing. But, and that's this whole boundary thing that's like, what? Your boundaries? What are those? It's crazy. I know, it's a crazy concept, but it's like, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that movie's from. How do I quote movies that I've never even seen? First of all. But anyways, it's like, if I say, don't touch my arm, it doesn't, like, I'm like, I will never talk to you again if you continue to do that. I don't care if it's with your freaking pointer finger with a pencil. If I say don't touch me, bruh, I will never speak to you again. It's just that simple. And it's like, oh, you're cold, blah, blah. It's like, no, man. I freaking said, as clear as I am talking right now, don't do that. And if you still choose to do that, then guess what? You don't give a fuck about me, right? That's the only other way that can be. And now that I see the souls, not just the vessels, it's a lot easier for me to be like, you don't bug me. But I am gonna shut you down and remove all access, and that's also how people learn and stop being abusive sea bags to people, is when you stand up to yourself. Like, it's like, this is my body, this is my mind. If I don't like the way that you're talking to me, or if I don't want you to be touched even freaking sitting next to each other and our elbows are touching each other, like, that's not up for debate. Newsflash, like, that is not up for debate. That's a straight up fact. And it's like, if you challenge me on something that I feel and my boundaries and stuff, like, bro, it's not even we're not talking about it. I told you that, and that is what is up. Take it or leave it. I'm good. And that's a wild concept for people, like a wild concept. And it's truly like as easy as it is for me to slam a family-sized bag of chips. And for those that watch me, they know that I do that very well, thank you. Yeah. And it's like, that's not being rude. That's just as what it is. And like, let's take some dudes for instance. Okay, this isn't a bash club for men, but like, let's take this. If you're a solid straight man, okay, like you can't see anything beyond being with a female, okay? Like, even someone joking about being with a dude or being touched by a dude, you're like, no, can't happen, never. Okay, so I'm talking to these guys. You wouldn't even bat a hatch if a guy came up and grabbed your booty, because he doesn't know you're freaking straight or gay, right? So a gay guy comes up and grabs your straight booty, okay, from behind. He's all like, hey, I don't know. You're gonna lose your freaking shit. 90%, these are just numbers I'm throwing out, but it's pretty freaking close, I'll say. 90% of like the macho Joe Fresh blah 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 dudes, they're like, no man, like never, like no dude touching my butt, right? You heard it all. We've heard it all, okay? So a gay guy comes up to that guy, not knowing if he's straight, gay, or friggin' other, okay? Comes up to the straight guy and grabs his butt, like how many men do to women, not knowing if they're gay or straight or freaking other. And also, like, who the heck, why in the freaking world do you think freaking Mark, whatever the heck your name is, freaking Tommy Fresh, Giovanni, freaking whatever, bruh, why do you think, like, why, do you know what I mean? A straight guy would lose, they would come unglued, and if they had like their homies, their boys with them, and a guy came up and grabbed their butt and they're straight as freaking a matrix wall, it would be not even questioned. Like, oh, he's gonna get his ass kicked because I'm not gay and he touched my butt. But then a chick freaking hauls off and goes loco on a guy for the same thing. That same straight guy an hour later goes up and freaking pinches a girl's butt that he like wants to talk to or whatever. I don't know. People still do that. I don't know. Like, people definitely 1,000,000% do that, and that's always been my entry point to freaking haul off and just sucker punch somebody. But I don't do that anymore. But and usually I like to make a lesson out of it, you know. I have a funny story actually. I told a guy that I would rather get my period, which I haven't had, and I think at the time it was like 3 years, than have anything to do with you touching me. Yeah, I said that. And I was super solo dolo at a bar that was primarily dudes. And I'd say like more on the hick side of life. And I was dead serious. And I had no regrets. I still don't. It was a great moment. Needless to say, he did not touch me ever again. So, anyways, so do we see the point there? I don't know. It's like, oh, she's crazy. She's crazy. She freaking punched me, man. She's crazy. She's a crazy bitch. It's like, no, stupid. She's standing up for herself just like you would when you got violated by freaking Alfonso freaking likes the gonzo. I don't know. That was the name of the gig. The hypothetical one. So yeah. Anyways. That's all. I don't know where that one came from. It's funny though. I got stories for days. They're just stories though. It's just like my life on earth. um yeah, wow. Oh, I should read that. Whoa. Oh yeah. So I think I posted it earlier, but creation itself is dual. So light and dark, positive and negative, expansion and contradiction. Sorry, expansion and contraction. But that's funny. The density requires both, yet the key is how we navigate it. Fear amplifies the negative, love amplifies the positive, and when we fully surrender to release fear, we align with the best case scenario. We do the purest manifestation of possibility. Then, even though duality exists around us, it no longer has the power over us. We witness it, we learn from it, and continue moving in love and light. It's kind of like my 3 exposure rule theory that I have. I don't know if I. So, to my research, some people across time have began this theory that I completed and proven, the 3 exposure rule. But it's the same idea as with the duality of life, right? It's we witness it, we learn from it, and then we continue moving in love and light. So with my 3 exposure rule theory, it's like you go through the experience, and then the next time you go through that experience, you identify it, then you can navigate that situation now that you've been able to identify what it is that the situation that you're in. And then the third time that you're in this similar situation, you can either identify it before it happens, or you can just not go into that situation. But more so, you go into it a third time, the same situation, a third time, you identify it, you address it, and you're able to leave it, and then like a familia depart. But anyways, tomato potato. Yeah, so I wrote this. When did I write this? Oh, yesterday. I thought it was a couple days ago. Anyway, oh, confirmation. Something crazy going on. So it feels so different this time. There isn't going to be that roar of pain. I keep wavering because of the limitless possibilities. But even so, I still believe with my whole heart that it won't be harsh for anyone. Just overdue ego deaths. And those deaths directly benefit the person facing karma, because once they move through it, they stop projecting pain onto others. That's when true healing begins. I don't like to say healed because I believe that we need to constantly be healing and growing, evolving. Yeah, because I believe we are continually meant to be healing and growing. But that there's a way to do it healthily, happily, and peacefully, healing daily, moment by moment. And that is the most beautiful thing, I think. God certainly decides all timing, and it sends shivers down my side knowing all the incredible things He has done and been doing throughout my life. Everything I see, every being, every moment, it all connects. each is for something, and each becomes the cause and effect of another. It's wild, actually, and I love it. Absolutely wild. And once you see it for what it really is, like for what it really is, you realize you're the decider of the actions, of your actions, and the one playing out the moves. It's so fun. Like, it's so fun. Your actions make the next actions happen, which we should know this, but it's actually so much simpler, and it's actually so much bigger too. It's wild. It's wild. Each is for something, and each becomes the cause and effect of another, right? So my hope is that we're done with this human science experiment of innocent souls. That now we move into what was always meant to be. Love wins. No potion, no evil, no shortcuts, no cheats. Just pure love, simple. God's timing is always right on time. And I see it now, that everything is an effect of fear. Everything is an effect of fear. To fully surrender means to release fear entirely. And when fear is gone, no negative thought can enter your mind, because you're truly thinking the best case scenario to its fullest. And from there, no possibility of harm or undesired outcomes exist, unless fear creeps back into your orbit. But it won't. It won't. Once love chooses the way, when love is the deciding factor, when love is the first foot forward. Okay. I'm just gonna read off an affirmation that I wrote February 9th, 2024. Okay. To whomever needs to hear this, just checking in. As the night falls gently around us, I hope you're cradled in the embrace of deep, restful sleep. Wrapped in warmth and peace, I envision you drifting off into dreams, your mind unburdened, your heart light, and your spirit at ease. This is actually funny now. Not funny, haha, but like, Okay, I see it now. And as the new day dawns, I pray that you awaken refreshed and rejuvenated, ready to embrace whatever lies ahead with courage and grace. May you feel the gentle touch of optimism dancing in your heart, whispering words of encouragement and hope into your soul. Excuse me. I hope your morning greets you with a sense of clarity and purpose, your thoughts organized, and your spirit aligned with the possibilities of the day. May your interactions be filled with warmth and kindness, leaving traces of joy and positivity in your day. Above all, I pray for the strength of your mind and the kindness of your heart to guide you through any challenges that may arise. May you face each moment with resilience and compassion, knowing that you are capable of overcoming any obstacle that comes your way. I'm sending waves of positive energy and love your way, enveloping you in a cocoon of warmth and support. Remember, you're not alone and you are deeply cherished. With love and blessings, me. For those that are dealing with a divorce, here's some stuff. I might as well just read it off. I'm here anyway. Some affirmations for, I wrote this for women in their late 50s going through divorce due to infidelity. I don't know. So this was specifically for someone that I wrote last February. I guess this could apply to anybody who's going through divorce and due to infidelity. So these are affirmations that you can say to yourself. I am worthy of love, respect, and honesty in all my relationships. I deserve to be treated with kindness and loyalty, and I will not settle for anything less. I am strong and resilient, and I will emerge from this experience even stronger than before. I release any feelings of betrayal and resentment, and I embrace forgiveness and healing. I trust in my ability to rebuild my life and create a future filled with joy and fulfillment. I am not defined by my past or my circumstances. I am defined by my strength and resilience. I am capable of finding happiness and fulfillment on my own terms. I am surrounded by love and support from friends, family, and my community. I know that's not like that for everybody, but I am free to pursue my passions, my dreams, and I will not let anyone or anything hold me back. I am deserving of a bright and beautiful future, and I will embrace it with open arms. And then I have one for the... let's do this then. Oh, no, that's too short. This is for holistic healing affirmations for the addiction recovery. I am deserving of a healthy and fulfilling life free from addictions. Every day, I embrace my inner strength and resilience on this journey to recovery. I release all negative patterns and embrace positive change in my life. My mind, body, and spirit are aligned, supporting my healing and growth. I am grateful for each step I take towards a life of sobriety and wellness. I forgive myself for past mistakes and focus on creating a bright future. I nourish my body with healthy choices, nurturing my well-being from within. I trust in my ability to overcome challenges and thrive in my recovery journey. I surround myself with supportive and uplifting influences that align with my goals. I am empowered to create a life filled with joy, purpose, and meaning beyond addiction. Someone needed that tonight. Let's give it a go. This one I wrote in March 2024, March 27th. Deep healing positive affirmations for inner peace and self-worth. I'm not going to do this like a meditation, but I have it written, so take a moment to breathe deeply, allowing the gentle rhythm of your breath to soothe your spirit. So I like to trace my breath when I'm focused on it, but I'm a scatterbrain in terms of my mind is always on what's next, what are we doing? But you can like follow the breath and where it like goes in your body. So take a moment to breathe deeply, allowing the gentle rhythm of your breath to soothe your spirit. As you inhale, feel the warmth of love and acceptance filling your lungs. And I know that's hard to do. Like, when I first started learning about this stuff, I was like, what are you guys talking about? Inhale gold and white. Like, how am I supposed to do that? It's like you close your eyes and you can envision a dog, you can envision a squirrel, a candle, a light bulb. So why can't you envision white golden lights swirling around you? Like Sailor Moon is my example, but I don't know. And then you exhale, like for me, I exhale black, like just black. And it's kind of like, the way I see it is like black being forced down through a tube, and when I exhale, I'm like forcing out the black, and then when I say like I'm forcing out the black, the negativity, the darkness, anything unkind, any unkind feelings. And I inhale like love and warmth, and I just like envision like golden, white, bright yellow lights like starting from my feet, which is the roots, to like up my body, and then I exhale all the negative, and that's dark for me. I say like I'm exhaling the black, and so then as you exhale, release the weight of past traumas and pain that no longer serve you. You are here in this sacred space to embark on a journey of healing and self-discovery. This is when I was writing these to do just affirmations. Because word on the street, my voice is therapeutic for some. Yeah, that candle did number on me. Anyways, so know that you're not defined by your wounds of your past. You're not broken or damaged beyond repair. Absolutely, you're not. You're a survivor. You're a freaking warrior. A warrior of resilience and strength. And with each breath, affirm to yourself, I am worthy of love. I am deserving of peace. I am enough. Allow these words to resonate deep within your soul, anchoring you to the truth of your inherent worthiness and beauty. It's not just words, words are just. Visualize yourself surrounded by a circle of loving beings, ancestors, guides, and allies. Now, when I say this, you could envision passed over loved ones. It could be whatever. Just beings of love that love you. And if you can't put a physical face to anybody, I'm going to pray for you. And if you can't, imagine all of those that you don't know in the 3D that do love you. Because I know that every being out there has several beings around them, unseen, that love them with everything in their whole heart. That's a fact. Even evil. They have evil friends that are like, yeah, good job, I love you, man, you really done a number on that person. Even evil have unseen spirits that love them. Just today, I was able to see 2 archangels actually around someone that I was on a FaceTime with. And the best part was, I had never said this to this person before. And I didn't even think about how they would receive it. I just blurted it out as soon as I saw them. I saw Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel. And this person was like, who was the other one? Michael and who? I was like, Gabriel. And he's like, oh, hey, Archangel Michael. Hey, Archangel Gabriel. And then he started setting up his spot to like make space for them. I was like, thank you, God. This is the coolest moment ever. So every person, even when people say you're never alone, because you're not. Like right now at first I said 7, but I've got nine beings in this 10 by 12 bedroom. Not including God. You're not alone. Nobody's alone. It's almost as though there's spirits assigned to like multiple humans at once. So it's like there's more spirits than there are human. There's just so much that people don't know, and I can't possibly just get it all out in a freaking live at whatever time ends up working. I feel like it's such a shame. Like with all the misinformation and with all the broken telephone information and with all the hidden information, it's like I got the piece of the puzzle for all these different gaps. I need to finish all these puzzles, darn it. Like I just felt God hug me. He said that he was proud of me, and it's like, you know, when someone's standing over you and they like I don't know, in the spirit, they just did that to me. It was just one spirit, but there's many in my room right now, and it's so cool. I love love so much. I'm so excited for the world to feel it, to really see it and understand, to really just see it and understand it at a level and a way that I don't think many have. And I'm so excited for everybody. It really is that simple. Life, love. And I don't mean like a loving partner. I mean just life. We can all have everything we ever wanted if we just choose love. Oh, it's so easy. It's so freaking easy. It's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna get back to reading this. I went off into my own dimension for a minute. Okay, so where I left off at, visualize yourself around or surrounded by a circle of loving beings, ancestors, guides, and allies, all offering their unconditional support and encouragement. Feel their presence beside you, their gentle energy wrapping around you like a warm embrace. So as I said that, I could feel like being held, and that's the spirit. Like if you feel like it all tingly around your body, like what do you think that is? Science can tell you whatever hoopla they want. Just because someone slapped a a master's degree on their business card and a prof's badge in their car window doesn't mean they know. Those tinglies you feel, that sudden like all body something, that's spirit. That's, you've just been held, you've just been felt, like, and you've just felt spirit touching you, touching like, or it's so magnificent. Anyways, I just love love. I can't with this. It's so cool. I feel just so at peace. Everything is gonna be okay. It's gonna be better than okay for everybody, even the bad ones. Something, I don't know. If I have anything to do with it, nobody's dying in prison. That's silly. Nobody should die. We should just all help heal each other properly with love, or else you get a spanking. Not really, but I had to for effect. Okay, on track. So feel their presence beside you like I just did, and I got all. You're not alone in your suffering. You're held. Whoa. And supported by the infinite love of the universe. I am feeling so great, and good morning to you as well. Now bring your attention to the wounds that reside within you. The pain, the shame, the fear. Visualize them as dark clouds hovering over your heart, obscuring the light within. With each breath, imagine these clouds beginning to dissipate. Like you're spraying a water bottle on something and it's turning it from dark to, or like the diluting effect that we see, circulating all over 5 million times. As it dissipates, it's revealing the radiant light of your true essence beneath. So, like, when I talk to someone, and there's one specific human that has always been a struggle for me to communicate with, it's like I have to look at their soul, not the vessel, not the turd bag that's operating the soul. Well, operating the 3D, the soul's still in there trying to operate the human, but the human's not obliging or just gone AWOL, which is kind of what's going on in our world right now. Or they have no control over it, which is where it's hard for me because I communicate with the vessel and I communicate with the soul. I see the vessel, but I also see the soul. So it's a lot, but it's like, anyways. Now bring your attention to your breath a little bit more. I can't do this. I'm trying to just read off some like positive affirmations that I had written. Well, these ones are from last February and March 2024. Yeah. But I keep getting sidetracked with just feeling love and just want to tell stories about it. So I'll just finish it just because we're already here, even though it's so chopped up. But hey, Tony. Okay, so as you continue to breathe deeply, allow yourself to feel a sense of forgiveness Forgiveness for yourself, forgiveness for others, forgiveness for the pain of the past. Know that forgiveness is not about condoning or excusing um, anyone's poor behavior or actions of others. Um, it's about releasing yourself from the chains of resentment and bitterness that bind you, and that's what's happening in the spirit. Because I could give you a pen, but you don't know what that person's done with that pen. The vessel could be someone who is put a binding on this pen. So I'm like, here you go, have a pen, Ricky, no big deal, no big deal. And then really, this pen now freaking makes me be in love with this Ricky dude. And now I'm stuck with this guy because he gave me this pen and he put some boo-rah on it. And now everybody's all mixed up. So that's happening in real life, like with everything. And then with the words. So like when we say forgiveness isn't about the other person, it's not. Like, trust me, it's not. It's like, I forgive you because I'm not holding on to your baggage. Nuh-uh, sister. Nuh-uh. Like, that's the whole thing of it, is you have to forgive yourself, forgive others, forgive the situation, let it the frick go. And I know it's easier said than done, but like, I can teach you how to let it go, because once you realize that it's not yours, like, at all, it's, you don't even have, like, it's like, that is not mine, not my freaking circus, not my monkeys, nothing. It's magical. It's truly freaking magical, because when people are bitter and grumpy, angry, just like resting bitch face people, it's like, yo, do you enjoy that? Like, do you feel good getting into your car after you've just smugged everybody that you've passed? No way at all. If someone says that they do feel good, like they're lying through their teeth, let them be in front of me. I'll tell you for real or not. I'm a human freaking lie detector test. But it's like, there's nothing good that feels good. There's nothing that feels good about holding on to anything that's not good. Like, if it's not a good feeling, it doesn't feel good hanging around, lingering in your space. Like, it doesn't matter what anyone tells me, you, any way they try to rearrange the wording, fix the verbiage, it's a lie. If it doesn't feel happy and loving and kind and da 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 da, then it's negative, and we don't want that shit. Like, let it go, be gone. So anyways, that's true story. Like, forgiving people, it's like, yeah, you cheated on me, yeah, you had him in our bed, yeah, whatever, it's cool.